So, what is trending and why they are dragging Ashley currently since yesterday till early this morning is that, according to draggers and haters, they say that with all the time, 4 weeks that Ashley spent in that house, nobody was able to present or give her a cupcake. Remember that the games that Biggie told them to play, where you have three cupcakes and you present it to the most special people, persons in your life. They say that Ashley did not make enough impact. None of the housemates sent her, none of the housemates gave her a cake, and of course I am here to give Ashley a cake. So this is my cupcake for Ashley since nobody gave her a cupcake. Moreover, guys, Ashley is no longer in the house, and maybe the housemate didn't thought it necessary to give her a cake. You understand? And I know probably if she was in the house with them at that moment, I know that people will know that she has a soft heart. People will definitely give her or present to her a cupcake. Anyway, during this time, Sweet GULUVA was just like a shadow of himself, because I know that he will be missing Ashley at that point, because had it been Ashley was here with him, Ashley could have presented a cake to him. He'll be looking forward to the speech that Ashley will give to him, and him too will present a cupcake to Ashley. I think that was why he was really feeling down. He was like tearing up at a point and all those kind of a thing. He's going through it, but it's well, guys. We move. Let me just put it out there and chip it in that this housemate don't send Big Brother, because I don't believe that in a presentation like this that this housemate care less of dressing up. Like, only Sweet GULUVA and JOJo dressed up for the occasion. None of other housemates dressed up for the occasion. Everybody just wore whatever they felt like. I think the people that really put in a little effort to make an impression was Sweet GULUVA. He was on suit. Then JOJo. Like, these are the two people that dressed up. I don't know why the housemates don't like dressing up for the occasion. They just feel like they're in their house and something like that. They don't know they're on national television. The world are watching. Coming to BEENATE ship, that is BK and Nate. Guys, there is trouble in paradise. There is trouble in that ship. BK is going through it. You all know BK is playing a slow game. Like, this guy is a low-key playboy, but he's going through it. There is loneliness. He's tearing up. Like, I don't know if it's regret or sadness or anger that he was feeling, but you see him cleaning the tears and all those kind of a thing. Um, Fortunate, when she did her presentation, that is Nate. So when Fortunate did her presentation, she did three cupcake. She gave one to her crush at home, a girl that she lives with, and she gave one to BK. She presented one layer to BK and the other one to Tarun. Okay, the pink layer cupcake to Tarun. Gave this speech that accompanied the presentation. When it was BK's turn, BK gave to himself and gave presented one to himself, then presented one to all the ladies in the house. Like, he was playing safe. He didn't want to present to a particular person, because Mishini has already asked BK to be his val, to be his Valentine, and Fortunate has already asked BK to be his Valentine, and Suku is by the side. So he didn't want to make a choice, or to present to one person, you understand. Prior to that, Nsuku have confronted BK about not caring for her and all those kind of a thing. So BK begged her. They had this wholesome conversation. In fact, Nate even walked in on them having the conversation, and she walked out angrily and all those kind of a thing. So during that cupcake presentation, BK, as the smart ass guy that he was, presented one cupcake to all the ladies in the house and told them to share it amongst themselves. Can you imagine? didn't do anything special for Nate. Then the remaining one, he had opportunity to give it specially to Nate, but he did not. He made this emotional special speech for that last cupcake. I'm like, who is BK presenting this to? Was like, this reminds me of myself, my home, gentleness, the happy me, all those sweet words. And voila, he said he's presenting this cupcake to. And when he was doing those speech, Nate was already rejoicing and happy, smiling, without knowing that the cake was not even coming to her. The shock of my life is that all those sweet words that he was using, he presented the cake to Muzi and Boozy. Hey God, the camera was even messy because the camera was showing Nate at that moment that he said that this cupcake is going to Muzi and Boozy. I'm like, Muzi was rejoicing, happy, laughing, and all those kind of a thing, but Nate was left heartbroken, shattered, disappointed, and betrayed. It was a whole lot of feeling for Nate. I understand her pain, but what are you gonna do about it? Hey God, it just reminds me when we're in primary school, when the teacher will come and be pointing people, who is your best friend in the class. One person will say the other person, like, now they will come to Beatrice and say, Beatrice, who is your best friend? And Beatrice will say, Beverly is my best friend. Then when it gets to Beverly's turn, that will be expecting that Beverly will say Beatrice is her best friend. Beverly will choose Bernice, that Bernice is her best friend. That was what happened. It just reminded me of that heartbreak and all those kind of a thing. But it is well with their soul. I don't know, but they're going to settle. They're not going to remain enemies. I think when they finish getting angry and annoyed at each other, they will settle because they still need each other for their game, right? And that is it. And from Mishini presented a cake to Pilile, saying how special and how she cares about her, and if she's into girls, that she's available to date her. I'm like, this girl is just everywhere. You want Pilile now, like you want Pilile to date you. What happened to BK? You just asked BK to be your Valentine. We are still by the side for sweet GULUVA. You still have somebody at home. Like, this girl should stay one place, for goodness sake. Oh my goodness. And for sweet GULUVA presented one to his mom, to those special people and all those kind of a thing. I'm just enjoying. I enjoyed the presentation, but at a point I got bored because some people will just be talking for long. I'm like, Biggie should just bring buzzer, give them 3 minutes or 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, present what you have to present, give your speech, and get out of the house, get out of the stage, so that another person come, because some just took over the stage and was just talking blah, 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 something that I care less about. Anyway, let's have fun on the comment.